after the huge success of like the recent Marvel projects like Avengers: Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Marvel decided to take a deep dive back in the past for a very special Marvel hero. And at the near end credits for like post-credit scene for Avengers: Infinity War, when Nick Fury contacted like an individual to send help, we get to see some iconic logo like of a hero that has not been introduced in the big screen ever. Although she only appeared like in many few screens, this is like her first debut. And it'll be something really worth mentioning and worth the while for some fans, because in 2019, we will be introduced to like a female-led Marvel hero that's been around since before the MCU was even born. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nate, and on this 42nd episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're taking a look at Captain Marvel, and a superhero movie that managed to like introduce a strong female lead and managed to break huge success despite what people say. And I'm really excited to break down this movie and offer up some of my personal thoughts on the entire movie. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as I take you a deep dive into Captain Marvel. So, for a while now, like the Marvel universe has been dealing with some cosmic stuff, and we were introduced like a different race of like individual defenders. Those are the Kree Empire. Basically, like these powerful like beings with these special powers, and one of these people is Veers, who was also known as Carol Danvers. And she is played brilliantly by actress Brie Larson. Now, I gotta tell you guys on my thoughts. Casting Brie Larson as Veers, aka Captain Marvel, was a pretty smart move, because Brie Larson's been in like a lot of movies and this and that, like notably Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and her casting is pretty great. And I do like the action and the direction that she's in, like from part of this group of defenders to like a solo hero for herself. And I gotta give that credit to like a lot. Of course, there's also Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, who like went through a de-aging process for like a younger version of himself, like in the 90s. I gotta tell you, this is literally like the first time we don't see Nick Fury without his eye patch. This is like we should see later what caused it. And I gotta tell you, Samuel Jackson's performance in the movie is pretty fun and memorable. I mean, yeah, he is a pretty well-known actor. He's been in a lot of MCU films, but it's great to see him like as a young little agent thing. I thought that was pretty fantastic and pretty great in my opinion. And not to mention, I can't talk about the villain in the movie, Talos, who is played brilliantly by actor Ben Mendelsohn. I thought his acting was great, like from like a really, really arrogant person, and like it's like a really great like acting he could do. And he's also like a Skrull. So in case you guys don't know, these Skrulls, like these shape-shifting aliens, they can like turn into like a human or anything. And you know, that's pretty crazy. And wait till like I do a video on the TV show Secret Invasion. That's a video coming soon on another video. But for now, we're just like a small batch of these Kree, of these Skrulls. I thought they were pretty cool. Oh yeah, we could see a lot of old stuff like Blockbuster Video. That was pretty iconic, and I also gotta tell you guys about like the fantastic performances. Like the cast is great, and there were like so much great stuff. But another actor I forgot to tell you about is literally Jude Law as Yon-Rogg. I thought his arrogant like leader performance, like a mentor, and I thought he was pretty great. And his performance is also pretty fantastic. And not to mention, Clark Gregg returns as Phil Coulson. Like, I know he's in the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but like Jackson, he was de-aged like by 25 years. I thought like the technology was done pretty well. Now, my thoughts on like the other stuff. I think the storyline's pretty great for especially for like the main lead, and there was some great action like a 90s like alien thing. And it really does put the bone of like how like Marvel's ready to go high and above with the cosmos era of all things. I really do appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I remember watching this movie. I was like blown away at the story, the visuals, and not to mention the character Goose, who's basically a Fretkin, which is like an alien like creature in a cat's body. I thought that was pretty funny. The way like that's the one that caused Nick Fury to like wear that eye patch. It was pretty fantastic. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot also. So when Captain Marvel was released like in March of 2019, the movie was a huge box office success. So not only was that movie the first female-led superhero movie to pass the $1 billion mark, it was a pretty great positive reception, and a lot of people loved it. And I remember watching the post-credits scene like Captain Marvel managed to meet the Avengers, and she also asks, "Where's Fury?" And yeah, it really does set up the stone for Captain Marvel to return in Avengers Endgame, which is a video I'll do in another week. But yeah, that's all I got to say for Captain Marvel. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Captain Marvel? Until then, I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace out, and have a good day.